Hello friends, and welcome back to Webronaq. Here is a question for you. You read every single word in a poem or a short story, and you still feel like you missed something. Sound familiar? That feeling is more common than you think, and it is not your fault. Imaginative texts, stories, poems, and fiction are built differently. They hide meaning inside images, emotions, and language that is not always meant to be taken literally. So if you try to read them the same way you read a news article or a textbook, you will hit a wall. In this video, we are going to change that. You will learn exactly how to decode imaginative texts with confidence and actually enjoy them. Let's move on to what makes these texts so different in the first place. Alright, so we know imaginative texts can feel slippery. Here is why. A factual text says exactly what it means. The storm destroyed 200 homes. Clear, direct, literal. Done. Now look at this. The storm swallowed the town whole. No storm actually swallows anything. The writer chose that word to make you feel something. Fear, helplessness, loss. That is the key difference. Factual texts inform. Imaginative texts create an experience. They use language as a tool, not just to report, but to move you. So when you read a story or a poem, asking what does this literally mean is not enough. You have to ask, what is this making me feel, and why? Once you train yourself to ask that second question, everything opens up. And that is exactly what we will do next with narrative and fiction. Alright, so we have established that imaginative texts ask more of you than factual ones. Now let us look at exactly how to read narrative and fiction. Every story runs on three things: character, plot, and theme. Character is who the story follows and what they feel. Plot is the sequence of events, but more importantly, what changes. Theme is the deeper idea the story is quietly arguing. Here is a simple sentence. Maria refused to open the letter. Literally, she ignored some mail. But track the character. She is afraid. Track the plot. This is a turning point. Something is being avoided. Track the theme, and you start to see silence, or denial, as a deeper idea. That layered reading is the skill. Ask who, what changes, and why it matters. Next, we take that same thinking into poetry, where every single word carries even more weight. Alright, now let's talk about poetry. Poems can feel tricky, but once you know what to look for, they open right up. Start with figurative language. When a poet writes, "The wind howls," the wind is not literally screaming. That word choice creates feeling. It tells you something is wild, unsettled, maybe even threatening. Always ask, why did the poet choose that word? Next, pay attention to line breaks. Where a line ends is a decision. A poet might break a line mid-thought to create tension, or to make you pause. Then listen for tone. Is the speaker angry, gentle, lost, hopeful? Tone is the emotional color underneath the words. Put all three together, figurative language, line breaks, and tone, and a poem's meaning becomes much clearer. In the next slide, we bring everything together with a simple decoding strategy you can use on any imaginative text. Alright, now let's pull everything together into one strategy you can use every time, whether it's a short story, a novel extract, or a poem, which we unpacked in the last slide. The method has 3 steps. First, read the whole text once without stopping. Get a feel for it. Don't worry about what you're missing yet. Second, annotate. That means mark it up. Underline words that feel important. Circle anything surprising. Jot a quick note in the margin. Third, ask why. Why did the writer choose that word? Why does the scene end there? Why does the poem shift tone suddenly? That why question is the engine of all good comprehension. It moves you from just reading to actually thinking. In the final slide, we'll bring the whole video together and send you off with a clear summary. Alright, let's bring it all together. In this video, we looked at 3 types of imaginative text: stories, poems, and fiction, and what makes each one tick. Stories pull you through character and plot. Poems compress meaning into every word and line break. Fiction builds entire worlds, with layered themes underneath the surface. And the strategy we covered in the last slide works across all 3. Read it through, annotate what stands out, then ask why the writer made that choice. That question, why, is your most powerful reading tool. Every imaginative text rewards a patient, curious reader. The more you practice, the more you will find. Keep reading, keep questioning, and you will keep improving. Thanks for watching, friends. We will see you in the next one.